this show.
You bet.
All right, Matt.
Good stuff.
I have a really awesome Android pick, and it was like the planets were aligning this week on this pick. So my pick this week is ezNetScan for Android. And ezNetScan was emailed to me, and I'm sorry I'm forgetting your name, but I sent you a thank you back, which...
Yeah, that's good.
That's something.
That's good. Yeah.
It was also submitted to the subreddit, and I think it's because they just did an update on this last Monday, I believe it was. And ezNetScan is a free app for your Android device that turns it into a full-fledged network diagnostics and really intelligence-gathering device. You got a chance to play with it a little bit.
I was impressed with the UI, and I was also impressed in the fact that I'll tell you, if you're... you've got someone you're trying to work for and they're on the fence about hiring you, you can actually go and run a little bit of scan there and show them and all the things you can help them with. So it's kind of cool.
Well, here's a perfect example as a contractor on how I would use this. Okay, so I walk in there and I say, they say, yeah, you know, we have a problem where our internet connection is dropping after we do a lot of downloads.
Right.
And, we have to go in there and we have to reset our router. Can you troubleshoot why that might be? Well, just when using this app, you connect to their wireless access point. It scans all of the devices that are connected to the network that it can find. So in my case here, it finds all my machines, 17 different of them, 17 different machines, which is ridiculous. And on here, I can see, oh, look, well, here's their router because I can see it's 10.1.10.1. Yeah. So that must be their default gateway. Oh, well, I see on here because it's using SNMP and it's using NIC identification with Nmap. I can see that it's a Westel Technologies router.
Oh.
Well, you know what?
That's some information right there.
As a matter of fact, I happen to know that Westel routers overheat sometimes if you have too many connections going through them at once. So your problem is you have a Westel router. And so if you think about it, the value that I can add as a contractor, I'm walking in there, I'm scanning, and within the first 10, 15 minutes of our conversation, I have a pretty good idea of something I can look into.
Exactly.
And that's just doing it from my phone. And it's also, it'll tell you all of the open ports on somebody's machine. It'll let you do a trace route from your phone. It'll let you send Wake on LAN packets. And what I love about it is it'll actually discover every device that supports Wake on LAN on your network, and then it saves them in here, which is really fantastic.
Oh, that's cool. So you can just call them back up later. Yeah.
And it also, if you have devices that support SNMP, it'll walk down SNMP lane and query like the public string, and then if you can do that, you'll actually get back like versions of software, memory utilization. You can get on switches. You can get information about packets. Oh yeah, big stuff.
And that's
so you can see here on this machine. Because this machine had SNMP turned on, they're able to get the version of FaceTime 1.1, Firefox 15.01, so they can actually pull back software versions using their phone. If they have SNMP turned on and open to the public, or if you know the password.
People do.
So it's a really cool tool, and it has a lot of power, and the UI is great. Again, it's called...
clean. It's not a lot of nonsense.
It reminded me a little bit of a Windows Phone UI, and it's a free app. It's called ezNetScan, and you can find a link to that in the show notes.
Worth a download. Looks
and check it out. You know, they've been around for a little bit, but they just recently did an update. They've got pretty good ratings, and I think they had about 10,000 installs. It wasn't like anything huge,
right? Well, and that's really surprising because it's a cool app. I mean, it's being underutilized, obviously.
And then, as far as like permissions wise, it doesn't ask permissions to do anything nefarious when you install it. So it looks like it's pretty safe in that regard.
Kind of a read-only experience,
from what I can tell. You never know. But very cool and really a fantastic app. And they also do some cool tutorial stuff when you first turn it on.
Oh, that's cool. So if you have no idea what any of this means, you can learn.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So it's a neat.